Hello viewers, welcome to my channel as if you knew.
In a development that has shocked longtime viewers and followers of the hit TLC reality show Sister Wives, Robyn Brown has finally opened up about what she believes truly led to the dramatic collapse of the once unified Brown family. Her revelations are stirring waves of conversation among fans, critics, and even her fellow sister wives, with many either defending her perspective or accusing her of deflecting blame. For years, Sister Wives chronicled the unconventional polygamous lifestyle of Kody Brown and his 4 wives, Mary, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn. What began as a bold exploration of plural marriage gradually unraveled into a complex saga filled with emotional turbulence, fractured relationships, and shifting loyalties. Among the many controversies, Robyn Brown has often been portrayed as both the favored wife and the alleged catalyst behind the family's unraveling. Now, Robyn is turning that narrative on its head by naming what she claims is the true culprit in the demise of the Brown family, and it's not what fans expected. Robyn speaks out, breaking years of silence. After years of keeping her cards close, Robyn Brown is speaking publicly in more depth than ever before. In a recent emotional interview, she admitted to being heartbroken over how things turned out. However, her sadness quickly turned to a sobering analysis of the situation. According to Robyn, the real force behind the family's breakdown wasn't favoritism, miscommunication, or even her presence in the plural marriage. Instead, she points to a shift in emotional accountability, a loss of shared values, and what she described as personal betrayals disguised as independence from the other wives. Robyn stated, "I was not the one who asked for things to end. I was not the one who stepped away. I was here. I stayed committed. I followed through with what we promised each other. But at some point, others decided to follow their own path, and that's when the cracks started to show." Christine's departure, the beginning of the end? Christine Brown's highly publicized departure from Kody in 2021 was a pivotal moment in the family's history. For many fans, it symbolized the beginning of the end. Christine cited emotional neglect, favoritism, and an overall sense of being unloved as reasons for her decision to leave. At the time, much of the blame was directed toward Robyn, who was perceived as Kody's preferred partner and an emotional wedge between him and his other wives. However, Robyn now insists that Christine's decision to walk away was not just about personal grievances, but also reflected a deeper unwillingness to maintain the foundation of their plural marriage. Christine decided she no longer wanted to be part of the family structure, Robyn said. That was her choice. But when one wife walks away, it shakes the entire dynamic. We were never designed to be individuals. We were a team. And the moment someone starts thinking only about their personal happiness without considering the group, it all falls apart. Shifting loyalties and disappearing unity. Robyn described a gradual unraveling of trust among the sister wives, starting years before the public even noticed. She claimed there were signs, missed family events, unexplained absences, and emotionally charged private conversations that hinted the unity among the wives was fading long before Christine's exit. One of the major challenges, according to Robyn, was that the sister wives stopped seeing themselves as spiritual partners and started acting like competitors. "It's like we forgot the spiritual basis of our lifestyle," Robyn explained. "Polygamy is not about competing for love. It's about sharing a life." But somewhere along the way, people started seeing each other as rivals. That's when it turned toxic. Robyn claimed she did everything in her power to maintain peace, even going so far as to suggest counseling and family meetings. But when people don't want to fix things, there's only so much you can do. Kody's role, a double-edged sword. While defending herself, Robyn didn't let Kody off the hook entirely. She acknowledged that his role in the family's demise cannot be overlooked. According to her, Kody's shift in emotional availability and increasing frustration with the wives' discontent added fuel to the fire. Yes, he made mistakes, Robyn admitted. He got angry. He lost patience. He could have listened more. But I also saw a man trying to keep something alive that was already crumbling from the inside. She emphasized that Kody was often caught in an impossible situation, trying to manage 4 relationships that were each pulling him in different directions. He couldn't win. If he spent more time with one wife, the others felt ignored. If he tried to be fair, no one was happy. It was a lose-lose situation. Janelle and Meri, the final fractures. Following Christine's departure, both Janelle and Meri also separated from Kody. Robyn described their exits as painful but not surprising. She said the emotional distance between the wives and Kody had been growing for years, exacerbated by disagreements over parenting, finances, and living arrangements. When Christine left, it gave the others permission to question everything. It opened a floodgate, Robyn said. Meri had been emotionally separated from Kody for years, and Janelle was fiercely independent. Once Christine walked out, it was only a matter of time. Robyn suggested that the remaining sister wives had lost the will to fight for the marriage. She also criticized the way their exits were portrayed in the media, suggesting that the narrative unfairly painted her as the villain while ignoring the personal choices of the other wives. Robyn's regret. I lost my family too. Despite the accusations she's faced, Robyn says the family's breakup devastated her just as much as it did the others, if not more. She became visibly emotional as she described the isolation she now feels. I didn't win anything, she said tearfully. People think I ended up with Kody like it was some kind of prize. But I lost my sister wives. I lost the family I loved. I didn't want this. I never wanted this. She said the emotional toll has been enormous, particularly on her children, who once saw the other wives as second mothers and the other children as siblings. My kids don't understand what happened. One day we were a big, loving family, and the next day it was gone. Fans respond. Divided reactions. Robyn's revelations have reignited debates among Sister Wives fans. Social media platforms lit up with mixed reactions. Some viewers expressed newfound empathy for Robyn, saying her side of the story gave them a better understanding of her pain. Others accused her of gaslighting and rewriting history. Robyn is finally telling her side, and it's heartbreaking, wrote one fan on Twitter. She didn't ask for the collapse. She just happened to be the last one standing. Another fan countered, she's the common denominator in all this. The family fell apart the moment she came in. She may not be the only reason, but she was definitely the tipping point. The polarizing nature of Robyn's interview only reinforces the deep emotional investment fans have in the Brown family's saga. Everyone seems to have a favorite wife, a villain, and a theory about what really went wrong. What's next for Robyn and Kody? With the other wives gone and the family splintered, Robyn and Kody now face an uncertain future. While they remain together, the emotional weight of everything they've lost hangs heavy over their household. We're trying to find peace, Robyn said. We're trying to create something new out of the ashes. But it's hard when you know what was lost. She hasn't ruled out the idea of rebuilding the family in some way, but she admitted that it's unlikely the original dynamic will ever return. I would welcome them back with open arms, Robyn said. But I don't think they want that anymore. I think they've moved on. A legacy in pieces. The Brown family once stood as a bold representation of an alternative lifestyle, showing the joys and struggles of plural marriage. But over time, they became a cautionary tale about what happens when communication breaks down, resentment builds, and emotional bonds fray. Robyn's decision to speak out has added a new layer to the narrative, forcing fans to reassess what they thought they knew. Whether she is the misunderstood peacemaker or the silent saboteur will continue to be a topic of fierce debate. One thing is certain: the story of the Brown family is far from over. As each member continues to rebuild their life in their own way, the emotional echoes of their past will likely reverberate for years to come. And for Robyn Brown, the burden of being the last one standing may be heavier than anyone realized.